What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Welcome in to everybody who's live on air with me right now in their cars here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and for those who are live on the streaming platforms. I'm actually live on Instagram right now, so I want to say what's up to Miwa. I see you. I see you, Life of Rich. What's up to everybody who's coming into the live stream right now? And for those who are on YouTube, I see you, Maggie Kerr. Hey, we got some of my live play bingo fans on my live stream. I see you, Kara. What up, y'all? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. It is Hump Day. Yes, it is Hump Day, and I'm so happy to have you all live on air. I want to let you all know I will be at the TGI Fridays inside of the Gold Coast Casino tonight. Again, TGI Fridays inside of the Gold Coast Casino tonight from 7:30 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. PST. TGI Fridays inside of the Gold Coast Casino, 7:30 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. PST, hosting my Turn Trivia Night. So make sure you guys come out and support the kid. But yes, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Vegas. And good morning to everybody around the world who are currently listening in. This is a challenge today. I'm looking at the Instagram right now that's in front of me. And then as people who are loyal supporters of my live morning radio show know, I do YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook all at the same time while doing my live morning radio show while just also being great. All right, so let's get into the show rundown. Today, I'm going to be going over the daily news. Then we're going to have a conversation on if it's appropriate to push sex and girls on young boys. Then later, we're going to have a conversation on do we make the wrong people famous? Yes, do we make the wrong people famous? That is something we're going to have a conversation on my live morning radio show. So stick around. For those who are tuning into my several live streaming platforms right now, you are more than welcome to comment. I will acknowledge you on my live morning radio show. I see Nerd, the Divine One, just got into the live stream. Travis Walker, I see you guys. So stick around, all right? Let's get into some daily news. As written by Hollywood Unlocked, the American Museum of Natural History in New York has removed its 12,000 human remains after stating that some skeletons of indigenous and enslaved people resulted from grave robberies. Yes, some of their collections resulted from grave robberies. Isn't that weird? Ooh. The New York-based museum will remove a dozen exhibits on display so officials can investigate to determine the remains' origins, said the museum's president, Sean M. Decatur, in a statement. According to the Daily Mail, museum employees received an email about the news, and the Natural History Museums face the same scrutiny to remove controversial exhibits displaying stolen human remains. They out here stealing y'all people. One particular collection is the remains of 5 black adults from a 1903 Manhattan cemetery for enslaved black people. Construction workers discovered the skeletons before they placed them in a pyramid shape and took a picture. The museum also carries the most extensive collection of 2,200 Native American remains, which was expected to be returned to their home country 30 years ago. Right, Nerd the Divine One? Yikes. Yikes. They out here digging up your peoples. So far, the American Museum of Natural History has only returned 1,000 of the 2,200 remains. The Native American Graves and Reparation Act states museums and federal agencies are expected to go through agencies to transfer Native American cultural items such as human remains, funerary objects, and objects of cultural patrimony. Wow. I don't know. Something like that sounds like it should be fined. I feel like something like that should be fined. I don't think people should be able to get away with digging up people's remains and putting it on display without direct consent from their families, direct consent from their estate, and more. Just taking people's remains and using it and then making money off it is really weird to me. I do believe, when they discover things, that's one thing. But when you're going out of your way to literally look up people's remains, that's a little weird. Let me know what you guys think on the Instagram or on the YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, or Facebook live stream. Kara says, I thought it was illegal. Kara, me too. Beats me. There's a lot of things that happen in this world that I would have never thought about doing. Like, why would, like, huh? All right, let's get into some more news. As written by Spiritual Word, researcher Randall Bell studied the habits of the rich and found that if you make your bed each morning, you are 206% more likely to become a millionaire. Now, look, I make my bed every morning. I'm not going to lie, ever since I moved to Vegas and started becoming a live morning radio personality, have a celebrity status and whatnot, and be having to run everywhere without any notice, I'll be messing up sometimes. And I ain't going to lie, I'll be out working, make sure that's very known. I'll be out working a lot throughout the week. So I'll be trying to sleep straight until I get to my alarm clock. What I mean by that is I'm not waking up until my alarm wakes me up, and then I'll be rushing to get to work. I don't know about y'all, but that's really me. Well, researcher Randall Bell says, quote, it changes your frame of reference that carries out throughout the day. That when there's a job to be done, you're going to get it done, he said. He also found that the rich read 30 or more minutes a day and wake up 3 hours before their workday officially begins. Now, hear me out. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and ain't no waking up 3 hours before my workday begins. Ain't no waking up 3 hours before my workday begins. Are y'all doing that? I think Mark, my general station manager, does that, but he's different. He wakes up and goes for a run at 5 a.m. in the morning.
5:30. 5:30.
But you have to be at work at what time?
7.
Oh, see, Mark, you're ruining your chances of becoming a millionaire. Do you make your bed before you get to work?
Every morning.
Okay, so you make your bed before you get to work. 206% more likely to become a millionaire.
Every morning I make my bed. And since I've been in the grade school.
Really?
Well, my grandma put a little fear in me about making your bed.
Right.
All right. If you don't make your bed, you're not going to eat dinner tonight.
Oh.
And so I've made my bed up. Even now as a grown up, I make the bed up when me and my wife get out of bed and get ready for work. I make the bed up. It's not one night or one day that the bed is not made.
I feel that.
But I didn't know that statistic. So
yeah, they say
I'm getting close.
You're getting close, but you're missing some prime things as well. You got to get up 3 hours before your work day, and you got to read 30 or more minutes a day. Are you doing that?
I'm doing not every day, but other day I do read. Is reading considered news articles? Reading, or is it just a book?
Well, researcher Randall Bell did not make it clear.
Yeah, he didn't clarify, because I do a lot of reading, but it's not always just a book. I could be reading on the internet.
I'm sure that works. I'm not a researcher like him. I'm researching my own right, but not in that type of topic. I think that'd be good.
But I get up at about 5:15. Now that the time is kind of changed, where it stayed darker a little bit. The sunrise hasn't, about 6 o'clock. So I'm up about 5:15, and then I walk about 5:30, and then I start heading to work about 7.
Well, Mark, I'm gonna need you to hurry up and get me out the hood, because
you there. You're on the right path, man. You met the right person. You're on the right path.
Being a celebrity don't mean nothing if you don't got no money.
4 months, you gonna get there.
Being a celebrity don't mean nothing if you don't got the money.
You're going to get there. You're a millionaire in spirit.
Oh, can I tell you this real quick? You know what? Let me go ahead and finish this topic.
Yeah, finish your topic. All right.
I got something I want to talk to you about, actually. Hold on. So, again, the researcher, Randall Bell, says to become a millionaire, you have to make your bed every morning, read at least 30 or more minutes a day, and get up at least 3 hours before your workday. Andrea says, I'd be happy if I can get up at least an hour prior. You and I both. Quote, he says, habits are what form our lives. End quote. I agree. That's one of the rich habits that real estate entrepreneur Ari Raxter adopted. Quote, it's a time when there is no noise of the outside world. You have a moment to review your checklist, see what worked the day before, strategize what the next day is going to look like, and more. End quote, Raxter said. Other habits including writing to-do lists, which I do, controlling your emotions, which I do because I want to slap a lot of y'all, and smiling at neighbors. Well, I don't really have neighbors like that, so there's no one to smile at. But hey, everybody. Quote, they're friendly people, end quote, Thomas Curley said. Millionaire researcher Curley learned a lot about his neighbors. Wow. So, okay, I'm going to start making sure I make my bed every morning. I was doing a good job until I moved to Vegas. I promise you. But I have way more responsibilities being a live morning radio personality. I don't know. I be want to be sleep. Like today, I woke up on time and I was like, I need 20 more minutes. Let me tell y'all, that bed is not made. That bed is not made. I'm gonna work on it. Hey, Mark. Andrea says, hey, Mark. People love you, Mark. The people love you.
Hi.
Can't even hear you. She can't even hear you.
That's Andrea from the movies. Is that from the movie theater?
This is Andrea from movie theaters. How did you remember?
Because I've seen her name pop up, and I can see her picture.
Oh, well, go ahead and say hey, Andrea.
Andrea, hey.
All right, y'all. We're going to take a quick break. This is the Jaime Dee Show. When we come back, we're going to have more daily news. Stick around. I love y'all. Don't go nowhere.
It's Shy from Nursing Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. We're located right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Address 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. We're located in the Summerlin area. Be sure to check us out. We are running specials on all services. That's right, 10% off all services the month of October, whatever you choose, regardless if it's a facial injectable treatment, body injectable treatment, wellness service such as IV hydration, weight loss therapy, or even skincare and getting a facial. You get 10% off all services this month. Be sure to mention the Jaime Dee Show and get an additional 15% off your next facial service. Make sure to give us a call at 725-20. Hope to hear from everyone soon. And don't forget our special deals in 10/31/23.
Zen World Premium CBD offers full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zenworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Ranch Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
I'm Nathan Atkins, and I know the Drip Bar LV is the place to be for natural health and wellness. We offer wellness-boosting IV vitamin therapies designed to enhance your immune system, promote healthy aging, increase your energy levels, and improve athletic performance and recovery. Book your session today by visiting our website at thedripbar.com. That's thedripbar.com, or give us a call at 702-846-0851. That number again is 702-846-0851. Mention you're a listener of the Jaime Dee Show and receive 15% off.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Hey, Andrea, we love you right back. Thank you so much, friend. For those who are live right now on the YouTube, you're more than welcome to join the chat. You just have to log in using your Gmail account. As you all should probably be able to hear, I love to acknowledge your comments. Maggie Kerr, what up, friend? I see you. We got Kara and Andrea right now. Ooh, love to see it. All right, for just now tuning in, I want to remind you, I will be at the TGI Fridays inside of the Gold Coast Casino hosting my Turnt Trivia Night from 7:30 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. PST. Again, 7:30 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. PST at the TGI Fridays inside of the Gold Coast Casino. Hosting my Turnt Trivia Night. Yes, the address is 4000 West Flamingo Road. 4000 West Flamingo Road. Naturally Radiant, what's up, Soror? Yes, I said my Soror. Hey, I see you. You looking good today. All right, let's get back into some more daily news. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Boom, boom, boom. Pooch, boom, 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 boom. Pooch. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do it. Okay. Woo! As written by Vital Vegas. This is why I'm saying woo. I just almost choked my spit. The state of Tony Hesh has sold off part of the Fremont Street Entertainment District for $14.6 million. The property sold to a, quote, all-cash buyer, end quote, included 6 venues at the entrance to Fremont East. The parcel included Inspire Nightclub and Bar, Corduroy, The Griffin, Downtown Cocktail Room, Smashed Pig, which is currently closed, and Flippin' Good. The sale covered these addresses: 107 to 111 South Las Vegas Boulevard and 505 to 515 East Fremont Street. So who is the buyer, you may ask? We learned of the sale via an email from, quote, the Investment Services Group, ISG, of Logic Commercial Real Estate, end quote. After some digging, a source shared that the buyer is Brandon Keating, chairman of Logic Commercial Real Estate. Now, we are not a real estate expert, but it appears the owner of the real estate company that listed the property and presumably set the price purchased it. You heard that right. It appears the owner of the real estate company that listed the property also purchased it. Now, their source says the property, quote, never went to the market. Now, I know there's a lot of people out here in Vegas that does real estate. I almost get my grammar wrong. And I know this is exciting to y'all. And I know this pissed a lot of people off because you feel like this person could have made more money. But conclusion, there is nothing to see here. ISG/Logic says in its self-congratulatory email, quote, ISG and the state of Tony Hesh were able to work closely together to identify a buyer who has a strong commitment to keeping Tony Hesh's vision and the dream alive for the revitalization and growth of downtown Las Vegas. Now, this is truly weird if the real estate company sharing this news is talking about selling something to itself, and I agree. Again, this is written by Vital Vegas. We don't know Brandon Keating, but we'll get out on a limb and say his primary concern probably is to keep Tony Hesh's vision and dream alive. We get more of a, quote, buy low, sell high, end quote, vibe from Keating. And there's no better way to buy low than to not give anyone else the opportunity to bid, should that turn out to have been the scenario. Tony Hesh's vision is slowly being dismantled downtown. Since the visionary's passing in 2020, his family has said they'll sell about 100 properties throughout downtown. Buyers haven't been lining up, so the state has started carving up the larger chunks of real estate into smaller pieces. Tony Hesh's deep pockets often bolstered the viability of business on Fremont Street, including subsidizing rents. Now, hey, subsidizing rent. I mean, I ain't trying to pay for rent, so hey. Without Hesh's help, some have floundered. Apparently, Vital Vegas says we would not be surprised if there were more changes to come in the stretch of Fremont East following a change in landlords. Take a listen to this audio clip.
Our Impulse of downtown Las Vegas was sold yesterday in one of the most Las Vegas-esque real estate deals I've ever seen, and no one is talking about it. It was sold off-market, at a discount, and cash bought. You gotta hear this. Vital Vegas broke the news yesterday that the deal went down as the estate of the late Las Vegas visionary, Tony Hsieh, sold the Fremont East District for $14.6 million to this guy. This is Brandon Keating, CEO of Logic Commercial Real Estate and ISG. And guess who represented the seller in the transaction and announced the news? ISG, who's owned by Brandon Keating. This is interesting, but the sale involves the 3-floor Inspire nightclub, Corduroy, the Griffin, the Downtown Cocktail Room, the Close Smash Pig, and Flipping Good Chicken. Now, we're not saying Brandon Keating is a bad guy. We don't know the story, but he is a 4th-generation native to Las Vegas, so we'll see where this goes. So let me know what you think, and follow me for everything Vegas.
So, I'm new to Vegas. I've been here approximately 6 months now. Moved from Los Angeles, California, but I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. And I don't really have much to say about the infrastructure here in Las Vegas. I don't really have much to say about people selling and buying here in Vegas. I'm not in real estate. I'm not. $14.6 million sounds pretty low, but way more than the money I got. So if he wants to earn an extra $14.6 million, more power to you. because I ain't got it. I will soon, though. I receive, accept, and claim that I'll have more than $14.6 million. Hey, shout out to the Black Bon Jovi that is on my Instagram live right now. I see you, friend. All right, let's get into some more daily news. According to Fox 5 Vegas, the installation of a temporary bridge that will be utilized during F1's Las Vegas Grand Prix will lead to the closure of a busy intersection near the Strip this week. Sorry to my friends who are visiting Vegas soon, but that traffic is about to be double hockey sticks, okay? F1 officials in August gave a preview of the massive temporary bridge that will be used to help with the traffic during Las Vegas Grand Prix weekend in November. Also, sorry to my friends who do rideshare. Y'all may make some money, but also, I'm not sure if that's going to work. I see you CM.J8. Officials said during the preview that the bridges are designed with the same criteria as highway bridges, meaning 4 lanes will be able to handle heavy things like buses and emergency vehicles when the circuit is closed. When the track is not closed, it will be open to the public. I really want to know whose bright idea was it to do F1 literally on the Strip. I mean, I see the appeal of that. I see why it's like, oh my gosh, that's great. But just like Alicia Starr says, who is living here in Las Vegas, we hate it. And there are people who are on my YouTube right now who are commenting, who do rideshare, and they absolutely hate this F1 building that they're doing right now on the Strip. Well, y'all gonna hate this. Y'all about to hate this. As a result, the intersection of Flamingo Road and Koval Lane will see road closures through Wednesday, October 25th. Officials are advising that the intersection will experience both partial and full road closures beginning Sunday, October 15th at 9 p.m., again through Wednesday, October 25th at 9 p.m. for the installation of the temporary bridge. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but that is what, 10 days they're going to build this bridge? Is it going to be open in 10 days? That don't sound safe. I know they've already started it. I know, again, it's already the 18th, but again, that's 10 days. That's they started on the 15th. That don't sound safe. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but in elementary school, we built those bridges. Not elementary. It was a high school where we built those bridges with the the 2 picks or the sticks. Oh no, 10 days to build the bridge don't sound right to me. Anyway, phase 1. Let's get into this. There will be road closures on Flamingo Road, which I've already talked to you guys about. Phase 2, the intersection of Flamingo Road and Koval Lane will experience full closures to traffic in all directions. And then this is until October 21st. And then phase 3, Flamingo Road will experience lane closures both westbound and eastbound beginning at 9 p.m. on Saturday, October 21st until 9 p.m. On Wednesday, October 25th, Koval Lane northbound and southbound will not experience lane closures and will be open to through traffic. Woo! Hey. Shout out to Day Day. I see you. Says, Jamie, we love you. I love you right back, friend. Alicia says, it's causing traffic and rides to take longer than normal with same pay. Oh, that is not okay. With the same pay? Oh, that's not cool. Alicia Starr says, we as rideshare drivers hate it. And I bet you do. I'm so sorry. That's not worth it. To have to sit in traffic. Also, not every rider is fun to have in your car. Shout out to Alicia Starr. Shout out to Dazzling Des. Shout out to Day Day. Shout out to Kara. Shout out to Maggie. You guys are live on my YouTube right now. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. We're going to take a quick break, but I want y'all to stick around because guess what? We come back, we're getting into our juicy social topics. And I want to know, is it appropriate to push sex and girls on young boys? I want to get your comments. And hey, if you want to call in, 702-221-7283. You're more than welcome to do so. Again, 702-221-7283. Or if you can't call in because maybe you're in school, I see Taylor Jeanette on the Instagram right now, or maybe that you are not confident enough to call in, which a lot of people have actually DM'd me to say they're not confident enough to call in. This is a safe space. Be confident. Forget what anybody else has to say about your voice or what you got to say. They don't know you, and they're not paying your bills. But if you don't want to call in, continue to comment live on the video streams. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, is it appropriate? Let's talk. Stay there.
CBD offers full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zinworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Ranch Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
I'm Nathan Atkins, and I know the Drip Bar LV is the place to be for natural health and wellness. We offer wellness-boosting IV vitamin therapies designed to enhance your immune system, promote healthy aging, increase your energy levels, and improve athletic performance and recovery. Book your session today by visiting our website at thedripbar.com. That's thedripbar.com. Or give us a call at 702-846-0851. That number again is 702-846-0851. Mention you're a listener of The Jaime Dee Show and receive 15% off.
West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. We're located in the Summerlin area. Be sure to check us out. We are running specials on all services. That's right, 10% off all services the month of October, whatever you choose, regardless if it's a facial injectable treatment, body injectable treatment, wellness service such as IV hydration, weight loss therapy, or even skincare and getting a facial. You get 10% off all services this month. Be sure to mention the Jaime Dee Show and get an additional 15% off your next facial service. Make sure to give us a call at 725-205-1147. We hope to hear from everyone soon, and don't forget our special deals in 10/31/23.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. To those who are tuned into their cars here in Las Vegas, Nevada, thank you so much for not turning the dial. And for those who are on my Instagram live right now, or my YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, or Facebook live, I see y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Shout out to Kara. Shout out to Gina Chandler. Shout out to Alicia Starr. Shout out to Day Day. Shout out to Maggie Kerr. I see y'all. Thank y'all for supporting the kid. I appreciate it. If you're just now tuning in, I went over some daily news. And now we're going to have a conversation on, is it appropriate to push sex and girls on young boys? But before we get into that, I want to remind you all, I will be at the TGI Fridays inside of the Gold Coast Casino from 7:30 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. PST, hosting my Turnt Trivia Night. Yes, tonight. It's every Wednesday. Every Wednesday inside of the Gold Coast Casino, the TGI Fridays. Yes, 7:30 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. PST, hosting my Turnt Trivia Night. And TGI Fridays has happy hour tonight. Ooh, make sure y'all come by. Now, y'all know I am sponsored by the Drip Bar Las Vegas and sponsored by Nursey Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. I want you guys to go to their establishments. 4579 West Flamingo Road, 4579 West Flamingo Road. The Drip Bar Las Vegas has what you need for everything health and wellness. Literally, it does not hurt to get the little prick in your blood vein. I'm telling you, it is immaculate. To have all those vitamins straight into your bloodstream, you will feel the benefits. I completely recommend the Drip Bar Las Vegas. Let me tell y'all, it's cold and flu season. So I would recommend the Shield. It has vitamin C, magnesium, B12, B complex, and zinc. Your immune system is your shield against infections and illness. Keeping your immune system working properly is the key to diminishing the risk of infections. Now, when you go to the Drip Bar Las Vegas and say the Jaime Dee Show, which is a real live morning radio show, you will receive your first IV vitamin therapy drip on the house and your first monthly membership paid for courtesy of the Jaime Dee Show. Now, if you go to Nursey Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa, located on 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. Again, 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220, here in Las Vegas, Nevada, you will receive a free facial, courtesy of the Jaime Dee Show. Hey, shout out to Adrian. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Brand. I see you. Now, shout out to Adrian, because me and Adrian actually had a billboard together with Ford, and it was lit. I've known Adrian for a while now, so turn up. Thank you for supporting my live morning radio show, Adrian. I see you. All right, let's get into this topic. Is pushing sex and girls on young boys appropriate? Now, somebody who had sex and girls pushed on him at a young age, I personally believe that any ideology of sex at a young age is wrong. Now, hear me out. What I mean by that is literally telling a child who they should have sex with and that they should be chasing that type of pleasure and fun at a young age. I believe that that is dangerous, damaging, and downright disgusting. That is my personal belief. I get paid to tell y'all my personal belief. Now, I get it. There are a lot of people who want to see their boys turn into men, but there are so many things outside of having sex with girls that makes a boy into a man. For example, taking care of responsibilities, taking a lead in situations, whether positive or negative, being a role model in their community, understanding how to fend for themselves and their future family, being a protector, and more. Now, again, I get it. There are a lot of people who want to see their boys with a beautiful woman and whatnot, but there are more pressing issues to tackle when raising a boy. Why do you think we have so many damaged men, so many men who are obsessed with sex, so many men who don't know how to regulate and or express their emotions, so many men who don't know how to have and maintain a healthy relationship, so many men who are DL, lying to their girlfriends and wives while simultaneously hooking up with other men, so many men who are afraid to live in their truth, and more, because we focus on the wrong things when trying to raise our young boys. That is because as society, we push the wrong things, period. I don't care what anybody says. Men are already over-sexualized and taught to be these unrealistic porn stars. But one thing I can attest to is that no male demographic has it worse than black men. The way that they are depicted in the media as a whole is bad, and unfortunately, black men are the ones who are hypersexualized across the board, no matter what. Period. Now, I say all this because Boosie Badass, who's a rapper known for his hit song, Set It Off, and his mother people, Set It Off, went on the Danza Project and said, you have to start pushing sex and vagina on young boys to keep their mind right and stop them from being gay or transgender. Take a listen and let's discuss if you agree with Boosie. Now, there may be one F-bomb, so if you want to cover your child's ears, if you're in the car, again, this is a live one radio show, there may be one F-bomb, but other than that, it's pretty good to listen to. Take a listen.
The only thing I could think of right now is that he's going to be homeschooled.
Yeah.
I don't want to put him in an area where they're like, no, there's actually more than two genders. And they're going to try to convince him to believe this lie that isn't true.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's up to a father to do that. You know, as a father, we got to be more hands-on. We got to be more hands-on with raising our kids and letting them know what's right. By the time they 16, you got to be pushing people. You got to be pushing pussy. When they 15, you got to start sending them to the movies with the girl. Because, you know, if they don't get blinded by what they see on TV and things like that, as dads, we got to be a part of that. Because if we let them just watch what everybody sees, they will stray that way.
So, actually, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell you my opinion, then I'm going to bring Mark live on air. I think we have a caller in, right? So this segment may or may not last the rest of the show. We'll see. But as several things I found wrong with what Boosie said. First, pushing sex on young boys is not okay. Now, he said by the time they turn 16. Okay, hear me out. By that time, young boys are going to be wanting to have sex. Let's call a spade a spade. Young boys are going to be wanting to get their kiss on. They're going to be wanting to take girls on dates or whoever they're interested in. I get it. Now, here, I really want to say this real quick. Gina says, nope. Yes. Andrea says, abstinence, make your sons a man. Okay. Dazzling Death says, facts on facts. And Alicia Star says, oh, no, here you go with the Boosie hating. I'm not hating on Boosie. I'm not. I'm going to surprise y'all. Just give me a second. Jeez. But hear me out. Pushing sex on young boys is wrong. I was one of those young boys who had sex and girls pushed on him. Statistically, if you look at all the men who can't control their urges, who are obsessed with sex, and who are porn addicts, it starts from, where do you think? These type of teachings. Now, again, 16, okay, you're starting to talk to your kids. I personally believe that it's one thing to have the bird and the bees conversation. There's one thing to educate your child on sex. And there's one thing to answer questions that your child may have. However, literally pushing the ideology of you must have sex, you must get vagina, you must do these things, that is not the same as saying, hey, this is what happens if you have sex, protect yourself. This is what an STD is. This is what an HIV is. This is what HIV is. This is what HIV is. This is what can happen if you don't protect yourself. This is what happens if you don't control your urges. This is what happens if you chase the wrong girl. This is what happens if you get the wrong girl pregnant. Those are different conversations than you need to be having sex. You need some vagina in your life. You need to be doing this as a man. You need to get a girl or chase after girls and always bust a good one to be a man. That is two different ideologies. And I'm telling you, I'm not hating on Boosie, but what Boosie is saying is that's what you should do. You need to be doing these things. Boosie is the same one who had a stripper perform fellatio on him at a super young age, way before he was 16. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you that. So if y'all listening to y'all favorite friend, Boosie, y'all listen to the wrong one. Alicia Starr says, I want my son to wait for sex till at least prom night. Kara says she agrees with what I'm saying. Day says, hell no, I have a son. I want my son well-educated, structured, and believing in God first before anything. And I agree. Now, hear me out. I also say this, believe this. Pushing sex on young boys will not stop them from being transgender. It won't stop them from being gay. It won't stop them from wanting to do other things. If your son wants to be transgender, if your son wants to be gay, he will do those things. Period. Period. Point blank. Whew. Now, there's a conversation that, okay, there's more than two genders. At this point, I don't care what you believe in. If you're not hurting me, yourself, or the people, I don't care. I do understand that we, as teachers, I used to be a teacher before, need to focus on what actually matters in the world and building our kids up. I agree. However, if kids have questions, there should be a place where kids can go to get their questions answered. And let's say it's a counselor. Those counselors should be communicating directly with those parents about what's going on. Nothing should be left away from the parents at all. Unless that kid is in immediate danger, nothing should be left from the parents. Now, Boosie also said they're going to be blindsided by what they see on TV. Hear me out when I say this. You're also on TV. Boosie, you are part of the problem. You are part of the representation that makes young men feel the way they do, that makes older men feel the way they do. Representation matters in all demographics. Again, why do you think there's so many DL men out here lying to their girlfriends, lying to their wives, giving them people HIV and STDs, out here letting loose with men? Come on now. Come on now. Y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know I am not lying. Dazzling Death says, I agree. Teach them about the female body and how to be supportive. Like you want them to have sex, but can't even count pregnancy correctly. Oh. You want your kids to have sex, but you got 4 baby mamas already. Oh. Now, Dazzling Death says, also, can we talk about how loading your V to an older, giving your virginity card to a whole older woman is sexual assault? We should explain sexual assault. My allergies, excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. We should explain sexual assault. But anyway, Alicia Starr says Boosie is a representation of the heterosexual men. Okay. Okay, Alicia. Hey. Now let me say this. The only thing I do agree with him on, because I know Alicia think I'm hating, is that it is up to the parents to talk to their kids. It is up to the parents to mentor their kids, guide them in the right direction, and more. I do agree with what Boosie said on that matter. However, it is also the parents like Boosie who do way too much and damage their kids to the point of no return. Why do you think these kids out here don't want to seek therapy? Why do you think these kids out here don't want to talk to their parents about sex? Why do you think these kids out here don't even know how to put a condom on correctly? Because y'all pushing these kids to have sex for no reason. You should be making yourself an open space for your kids. You should talk to your kids. You should listen to your kids. You should answer questions. Don't judge your kids and speak life into them. I don't care what anybody says. There's really only so much you could do as a parent. Your kids will turn out exactly how they want it to turn out. And there's not much you can do about it or stop it. You can hinder it. You can halt it for a little bit, but you'll never be able to stop it. What happens in the dark comes to light, and even if you think your kids aren't doing it, they're doing it. Yes, there are a lot of horrible influences in this world, and I get it. Let's be honest. I'm not saying I do, but I get it. People hate the LGBTQIA plus community. We know that to be a fact already. But whatever. There's way more worse things your boy can grow into outside of being gay. We need to pay attention to the other things that are happening in the world. Like, look at those two boys in Las Vegas, Nevada. One who was Hispanic, one who was black, 16 and 17, who went on a joyride in a car that they stole and plotted on hitting people on the street, which they did, and ultimately killed an innocent person. I speak for myself when I say I'd rather have a gay, smart, productive, model citizen, successful son than a lost kid who thinks hurting people, scamming people, and killing people is okay. There's so many other things we should be focusing on in the world versus that. Now, I do want to bring on my general station manager, Mark Hayes, but before we do so, we got to take a quick break. And we also have somebody who's on the line who wants to talk about this. So I guess this topic is going to end us off on this live morning radio show today. So stick around. Y'all are talking a lot right now on the YouTube. I'm going to acknowledge y'all. I appreciate y'all. Again, this is a safe space. Thank y'all for commenting. Feel how you want to feel. Say what you want to say. We can have that conversation. It's okay. Or call in at 702-221-7283. I'll be right back. It's Jaime Dee Show. Don't go nowhere.
Hello, everyone. It's Shy from Nursey Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. We're located right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Address 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. We're located in the Summerlin area. Be sure to check us out. We are running specials on all services. That's right, 10% off all services the month of October, whatever you choose, regardless if it's a facial injectable treatment, body injectable treatment, wellness service such as IV hydration, weight loss therapy, or even skincare and getting a facial. You get 10% off all services this month. Be sure to mention the Jaime Dee Show and get an additional 15% off your next facial service. Make sure to give us a call at 725-205-1147. We hope to hear from everyone soon, and don't forget our special deals in 10/31/23.
I'm Nathan Atkins, and I know the Drip Bar LV is the place to be for natural health and wellness. We offer wellness-boosting IV vitamin therapies designed to enhance your immune system, promote healthy aging, increase your energy levels, and improve athletic performance and recovery. Book your session today by visiting our website at thedripbar.com. That's thedripbar.com. Or give us a call at 702-846-0851. That number again is 702-846-0851. Mention you're a listener of the Jaime Dee Show and receive 15% off.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to The Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. If you're just now tuning in, I already went over some daily news, and now we're having a conversation on if pushing sex and girls on young boys is appropriate. I already said my 2 cents. Now let's bring in a call we have right now. We have Edward from San Antonio, Texas. What do you think, Edward? Is it appropriate to push sex and girls on young boys?
Hey, Jamie, what's up? Hey,
What's
everybody
up?
that's listening. And not much. I was going to say no. I don't believe it, man.
You don't believe it? Why not?
Nah. I just think sex is a powerful weapon, man. And for a guy like me, it's messed with my mind.
You think so?
Oh, I know so, man.
How so?
Like with watching porn, meeting a lot of women online, with online dating, a lot of this hookup culture we live in nowadays. It's like I don't even know what a real relationship looks like anymore. I know what a hookup looks like or a one-nighter, but I don't know what a long-term relationship like my parents have been married 42 years now, God bless them, but I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what long-term looks like anymore because of this in and out kind of stuff that we live in. It's very fast-paced, it's very quick. It's very, all right, hey, thanks for the good time. See you later. On to the next.
Yep. And you're not wrong. What I want to say, thank you so much for sharing your experience, Edward. Again, this is a safe space. I really appreciate you for being here and being open with your testimony. Now, I know how old you are, but there are people who are listening new today. Let people know how old you
are. 35.
So you are 35, Hispanic male, correct?
Caucasian.
Caucasian. Excuse me. I said my bad. My bad. I'm looking at my Instagram.
Quick thing, real quick. Hey, in the next couple of days, I know it's going to be Halloween spooky season. I hope a topic we can talk about is ghosting.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Ghosting.
All right, listen.
Ghosting.
I got you. I'll put that on the docket. But yes, you're a 35-year-old Caucasian man. Sorry, I was looking at my Instagram when I said Hispanic.
Firefighter.
Sorry.
Yeah,
and you're
firefighter.
Yes, and you're a firefighter. Yes. Now, you have had a lot of life experiences, and you know right from wrong. However, you also are a very self-aware individual, and you're trying to be better every day. You say that to me, and I appreciate that for you. However,
carpe diem.
How do you feel about people that say you should be old enough to understand how to control your urges?
It's not my business It's not my business to tell people what to do. It's my own. It's my own responsibility.
Okay. And when people tell you that you're grown enough to be able to understand what a relationship looks like, what's your response to that?
I couldn't tell you. Like I said, I mean, look at these young people. I mean, well, God, I'm about to sound old, but young kids that are having kids at like 16, 17.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember that show 16 and Pregnant?
Yes.
It glamorized.
Yes.
It glamorized
Teen Mom.
young people. Yeah. Those shows glamorized young people having sex and having families at a super young age.
Yep. You're not wrong. You know what? Again, Edward, thank you. I am praying for you, and I hope that things get better for you. I know it's hard.
Oh, brother.
Listen,
I'm listening to the Jaime Dee Show. What could go wrong?
I appreciate you. It's not even easy for me. People think that I live this glamorous, easy life, and I struggle with the same things everybody else struggle with. I get urges just like everybody else, and sometimes I just need those urges to be fulfilled. So I get it. And you are a prime example of, and I am too, how having these ideologies planted in you at a young age affected you even in your current age. So I appreciate you for telling us that.
And there's a difference between love and lust.
Yep.
Where's the line at, though, in this day and age?
You're not wrong. Well, you know what, Edward? Thank you so much. I'm going to make sure we have a conversation on ghosting just for you. I appreciate you, friend.
All right, man. Take it easy, Jimmy.
Thank you. You too. All right. I appreciate Edward. He is the bomb. Now we're going to bring in Mark Hayes, who is the general station manager of KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. He just took a deep breath in. I feel like he's about to go in on this topic. Mark, let me bring you in. Woo! Live on air. And you are a parent.
Yes.
You are a parent. You have boys. You have girls. You have 3. And you have been through your own experiences. What's your thoughts on this topic?
You know what? I think everything you said, everything that Edward said, all the comments are and it's different, I think, from, family, household. The way I was raised and brought up when it came to sex and learning about sex was totally different than the way I wanted to instill it in my kids.
Right.
I just knew that when I was, again, growing up in the household, it was something that was frowned upon if you weren't having sex
If you
at a
weren't?
young age. Yeah, by parents and not that but they were taught that.
Yep.
And so when the generation on generation of people are being taught the same thing, you're going to have the next generation being taught the same thing because they don't know. Like Bootsy, he probably was taught and shown the way of,
He was.
Hey, you got to, in order to be a man, in order to be somebody. And now to make it matters even more hard for kids growing up, they pull out their phones and they can turn on TikTok. They can turn on YouTube. They can turn on these different platforms where they can get a whole tutorial of how to have sex, how to get a woman, right? And so I think it's become commercialized. Sex is not as it's meaningful. It's not as meaningful as it used to be.
It's not at all.
It's more like, it's more
Something
like
to do.
conquer.
Something to
I
do.
want to conquer
Right.
having sex with this person, this person, this person. And I remember when I was growing up, I was a part of that. I created a little back then we called them posses. Now they consider gangs, but we call posses where we were tabulating and keeping track of how many women and young girls we slept
real?
with. Yeah, and I look back on it now, I'm like, wow, if I would have instilled that in my kids, that would have been not good, right? They would have probably turned out totally different than what the track they're on. So I tried to break that cycle as I became a dad and learned about parenting, which is no handbook on it. So a person can't say, oh, I'm going to teach my kid how to do this, this, and this,
Right.
because this is how it's supposed to. It's no handbook on parenting, but pushing sex on a kid. And my quick example of it is my son and my daughters. We rarely talk to them about or push sex on them.
Yeah.
It was more of a conversation that they initiated.
Right.
And I wanted them to know, hey, look, come and talk to dad if you have any questions. I've got my son condoms. I didn't brought tampons and
Right.
maxi pads. I didn't done that.
Right.
And so my kids are open enough to go, well, dad, hey. And both my kids, actually, my youngest, who's, thank God she's not had any sexual encounters, but my son and my daughter, they didn't really have that experience until they were like junior and seniors in high school.
Oh, wow.
And
Mark, let me say this real quick, because I want people to understand this on my live morning radio show. Sex is natural.
it is.
Sex is okay.
Obsessing is different.
It's cool, but obsessing is different. Boosie Badass literally hired a woman to give his 12-year-old and 13-year-old sons fellatio.
But those are the people that
That's
these
way
kids are looking up
different.
to. They're not looking up to their parents like we used to.
Right.
They're looking up to a Bootsy, Kanye.
And that's way different than saying, this is what sex is. This is how to protect yourself. When you're ready for that, come to me.
Yeah, and somebody probably
Way
needs
different.
to educate Bootsy. Educate that.
Do you think that he's at the point where he gets to be educated? That man.
Well,
come on now.
I still think at some point a person can always learn something, right? We all learn something every day. And even with sex, it's natural. It's not a bad thing.
It's not.
But how you present it to a child is different than when you were presented to an adult. Like if me and you were talking about, that's different than I'm going to tell my 12, 13, or 14-year-old kids that are very inexperienced on that world, right?
Yep.
And so in order for me I wanted them to be open about it, but I wasn't going to say, hey, you're 15 now, son. I'm going to take you down to this
Time to-
dance club
Right.
and we're going to see some girls and we're going to just have a blast. And after that, I'm going to take you and get a prostitute. That can, but I do know
Yeah.
parents that have done that.
Yep.
And now their kids are sex addicts. They have been, like for alcoholism, they have Sex Anonymous classes where
Yep.
you go to and you talk with other people and they're all talking about their sexual experience.
They living with kids at a young age, STDs and HIV at a young
Yeah,
age.
it's crucial.
Thinking that condoms are bad.
Yeah.
Like,
And you hope the next cycle, like for me as a parent, I hope my kids, when they start having kids, that they instill some of those same core values. And, I'm not mad at Bootsy, because if somebody taught you how to do something your whole life, of course, that's all you know.
he's a victim.
Right.
He's
He
a
is
victim.
of his circumstance. So I know I got to cut it short, but man, that was it. My take on it is, you got to really just, be self-aware. And
Yeah.
if you were raised to be this particular way when it comes to sex and how you approach sex, then you're going to raise your kids the same way.
You're not wrong. Hey, Mark, thank you so much for coming on
Yes,
my
sir.
live morning
Yes,
radio
sir.
show.
And thanks, everybody. I see all the love, man. I
Yes.
love y'all.
They love you,
All
Mark.
the love.
They love you.
Yeah, I love them too.
They need the Mark Hayes show.
KSHP AM 1400.
Period.
107.1 FM every day, Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 and 8 to 10. Let's go.
Period. We love Mark. Hey, but yes, like I told you, it's okay to have sex. Sex is natural. It is a part of human life. It is scientifically proven that we like to have sex. But to push the wrong ideologies on your kids is disturbing, damaging, disgusting, and wrong. Again, having strippers give your kids head at 12 and 13, come on now. Come on. All right, y'all, this is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, a real live morning radio show. If you want to promote your business, product, or services, hit us up, info@jamiedee.com. And if you want to interview, hit us up. I'm going to let y'all know now that all does cost. This is a real live morning radio show. My team will work with you, all right? I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. It's the Jaime Dee Show. Bye. What's up, everybody? You were just tuned into the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you aren't in the Las Vegas area, you can catch my show live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimedEeshow. If you want to advertise your business on my show, email us at info@jamiedee.com. Thank you all so much for your support. See you tomorrow.